Hi, my name is Nina Parsi. My pronouns are she, her, and I'm majoring in political science with a minor in global health.
And I'm Veronica Reyes. I go by she, her, and I'm a double major in economics and global studies.
Our faculty mentor is Jennifer Chun from the Asian American Studies Department, and our research title is Addressing the Lack of Sex Education Amongst Economically Disenfranchised and BIPOC Youth in Public Middle Schools in Los Angeles County.
For some background, interest in reproductive health access prompted us to contact local community leaders, stakeholders, and professors to learn the realities in the greater Los Angeles area. Through extensive research, we found disproportionate access to reproductive health services for low-income, predominantly Latinx neighborhoods. These neighborhoods also foster cultural stigmas prevalent in immigrant populations, correlated with gender inequality and misinformation. Thus, our target population are Latinx 7th through 12th graders in underserved areas of central Los Angeles, where the annual family income is among the lowest in LA.
The 2016 California Healthy Youth Act mandates comprehensive sexual health education that is medically accurate, unbiased to any sex, gender, sexual orientation, race, or ethnicity, and age appropriate, among other criteria. As a result of this policy, every student must be exposed to mandate compliant curricula a minimum of 2 times throughout middle school and 1 time during high school. However, the law is an unfunded mandate with a grave lack of state monitoring for this policy. So many schools do not fully comply with this legislation, particularly public schools residing in neighborhoods with financial restrictions. And another reason is due to pushback against curricula such as Teen Talk.
So, Teen Talk is a nationally acclaimed youth health education program. Their curriculum for sexual health education has been used by numerous academic institutions, given that it relays objective and comprehensive information that is digestible and age appropriate. However, implementing sexual health education courses is hindered by pushback from parents mostly, who believe that curricula such as Teen Talk promote LGBTQIA ideology, sexual pleasure, and abortion access. As such, the implementation and distribution of the California Healthy Youth Act compliant curricula and resources is challenging due to poorly communicated policy requirements, political pushback, and the absence of a statewide compliance tracking system. Therefore, our research is focused on the effectiveness of such a curriculum on health outcomes, the distribution of generational cycles, the disruption of generational cycles, and the significance of representation in conversations about identity.
Thus, we delved into the following research question: what is the impact of an engaging, informative, and inclusive sex education curriculum in public schools and underserved communities? We hypothesized sex education's effect on health outcomes, gender equality, combating cultural stigmas, and pregnancy rates.
Methodology. So we were presented with the unique opportunity to partner with Camino Nuevo Charter Academy, a group of charter schools that, since COVID-19, have been unable to comply with the sex education requirements imposed by California law. A testimony from our liaison, the Director of Student Experience, reads, "Having REACH come to facilitate sex education has helped our organization because we could not have otherwise offered the curriculum this year. Pulling our teachers for a full day of training would have been problematic for our schedules, our budgets, and work sustainability. We are very thankful to have the partnership with UCLA." This demonstrates that despite the law, a lack of resources would hinder schools from providing their students with sexual health education. So we created REACH, or Reproductive Education and Community Health.
Consequently, UCLA undergraduate students were trained by a Los Angeles County Office of Education representative on the state-approved Teen Talk curriculum. The curriculum requires us to teach only facts and refrain from inserting our own biases, contradicting the perspective of opponents of the curriculum. Moreover, our team provides students with local resources and ensures copies of the curriculum are accessible to parents in the school office. Over the course of 1 month, we have recruited over 30 sexual health educators to send to school campuses and gather data on roughly 600 Los Angeles charter school students.
Findings. So this is one of the slides we show our students, copy and pasted from one of our PowerPoint presentations. It reads that it is okay for a guy to cry over a breakup, agree or disagree.
In one class, we noted that all the girls agreed while all the boys disagreed with the statement. This gender disparity was a trend in most of our classes.
And we distinguish ourselves from other research through the fact that we teach these important topics ourselves and experience the impact on students firsthand.
The students fill out a pre-assessment test prior to receiving the sex education curriculum with their initial knowledge of sexual health and their level of comfortability talking about the subjects. And here are some examples of our quantified findings. So question 7 states, some birth control methods are effective for 3 or more years. Overall, 55% of students were not sure and 32% answered correctly.
We also see a large discrepancy between males and females. While 44% of females answered correctly and 45% were not sure, 22% of males answered correctly and 63% were not sure.
Lastly, a more reflective question asked the student if they would tell a friend to stop if they were making fun of someone for being gay or transgender. This also shows a gender disparity, with only 1% of females saying they definitely would not, whereas 29% of males say they definitely would not tell a friend to stop if they were making fun of someone. We plan to use this data to quantify current knowledge and compare it to post-assessment after the 12 lessons.
Along with quantitative data, we gather testimonies from our volunteers regarding their firsthand experience. Frederick Keith, one of our sexual health educators, says that with REACH, we ensure that the information taught is non-judgmental, medically accurate, and age-appropriate. These classes give students the opportunity to ask questions about themselves and their relationship with others. Other members discuss making connections with students and the fulfillment in watching them grow.
I personally have had curious students approach me asking about their identity and sexual orientation, and it is extremely fulfilling to validate their experiences, but sad to know that many of them have no trusted adult at home who they feel comfortable speaking to. In addition to measuring what we hope will be an increase in knowledge, we intend on pursuing further research throughout Los Angeles to see whether a relationship exists between the quality of sexual health education and health outcomes. We aim to use this data as evidence for policy change and the importance of sexual health education for young people.
We also plan to expand our organization on campus and partner with other schools.
And through our research, we hope to reach underserved students, concerned parents, and passionate volunteers.
Ultimately, sexual health education is imperative to improving gender equality, disrupting generational cycles, and empowering underserved communities. Thank you to Jeanette Sandoval for providing us with this opportunity.
Project Incubator and GDL for your support and cultivation.
Joseph Wright for your unconditional mentorship.
Tanya Moore and the LA County Office of Education for the training.
Camino Nuevo Charter Academy students, teachers, and administrators. It has been a pleasure.
And to our dedicated REACH volunteers, thank you.
Thank you.